Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out Thunder by 17. Alright guys, so we're going to be checking out some more K-pop today, and I have with me my best friend Mal. I don't know anything about 17, so you're gonna have to take it from here.
Alrighty, absolutely. So 17 is, well, like personally, probably one of my favorite K-pop groups. Not above NCT, but they're like neck and neck. So 17 are releasing this kind of in honor of their 10th anniversary of debut. These kids started out really young. They were but little babies when they first started. So this is a pretty big milestone for them. And then there's also something in K-pop called the 7-year curse, which is that most K-pop groups don't make it past 7 years. So not only have they made it past 7 years, they're at 10, they're still going strong. Their popularity is still, through the roof.
Okay.
So they're doing really well. 17 have 13 members. And there is like a mathematical equation as to why their name is 17. I don't know it.
Okay. You know where my head was going though, probably.
Yeah, no, it's not right. And I think for the, uneducated K-pop listener, most people would go in that direction. There's 13 of them. One of them is currently enlisted in the military.
Okay.
So I don't believe he's in this video. 17 are phenomenal. They do almost everything well. They have some of the best vocalists in K-pop, and if NCT are the choreography princes, 17 are the choreography kings. Their choreography, 17's choreography, is like unparalleled in terms of intensity, difficulty, and execution.
Okay.
Their synchronization is something they're really well known for. Their live performances are something they're really well known for, always delivering live vocals, strong live vocals. I mean, they use backing tracks like all groups do. And they're also, I think, the only K-pop group that has two separate fandoms. You have CARAT, who are the fandom of 17.
Okay. And
you have Cubics, who are the fandom of 17's variety content.
Okay.
17 are some of the funniest motherfuckers in the K-pop industry. They're absolutely unhinged and chaotic. It's just an absolute joy to watch their variety content. They have a show called Going 17.
Okay.
And Cubics are basically the fans of that show. Not necessarily fans of their music. A lot of them don't even really listen to their music, aren't interested in their music. They're simply interested in watching these boys be boys.
Okay.
Go on and do. So
I think you shared some of that with me.
I have.
Stuff.
Because it's funny. And they're funny.
Okay.
And they're so funny, they have a fucking fandom. Separately of their music. It
was pretty funny. I've only been exposed to a limited amount of videos, and like anybody else, we share TikToks and all that stuff, and they are pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's like really random cutout moments, but I think that's just the form of how all of that content is. Just catching really funny moments. But
even without context, it's funny.
Yeah.
So they're kind of a really unique group in that aspect. My mark of this group is Vernon.
Okay.
But the Greek god of the group is Mingyu. So we'll point both of them out.
I guess that's good enough for me.
Okay.
I'm ready to jump in if you are.
I'm very excited.
Okay.
Yes.
So guys, feel free to check out my memberships. They're only $1. You get early access to these videos and also like some anime reactions too. But let's go ahead and check this out.
Already getting cyberpunk from this.
Yep, kind of cyberpunk dystopian kind of thing.
That's the one. That's Mingyu, the Greek god.
Okay. Like another party song that we're coming across here.
For sure. And that's Vernon. That's the mark.
The short hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like buzz cut almost.
Okay.
And he is their main writer.
Okay. A lot of really good visuals. Like it's composited really well to where it looks like it belongs there.
Right. Again, really cinematic. I hope they showcase their vocals here because I'm not really hearing it, but they do have some stellar vocals.
Yeah, this is very let's have fun. Kind of like the Idol song we checked out.
Right.
Kind of in that same vein.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you give your thoughts first, because I'm gonna be a little bit of a rain cloud. So
okay.
I don't want to.
Okay, you want? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to influence you.
I kind of feel like what you said about the Idol song that we checked out. I feel that more with this.
Generic.
Kind of. There's not much depth there for me. It's just very like let's party, let's blast this song during the weekend, which definitely has its place. This is definitely the kind of song you want to have whenever you're going out with your friends and going to a club or going to a party, like whatever, going out driving, whatever. So it's a fun song. There wasn't much in there instrumentally and lyrically that I was connecting with. It was just here's fun, you know, and not much to sink my teeth into in that regard. But I think that the visuals, the video is probably the best part about the song itself.
That was a beautiful video.
Because it's I like the theme of it. I also like the special effects that are included in there, especially like all the lightning bolts, like the way that, you know, when the lightning would flash, it would actually reflect on their skin. So like that's what I was saying with the way that the composites are done. It actually looks like the effects belong in the shot and that it's really a part of the environment. So it's really well made. And usually music videos kind of cut corners with that because it doesn't need to be a cinematic experience. But here they kind of went, you know, a bit further with that and actually put in that production value with it.
Right.
But you know, but the hero of all this should be the song itself,
not the visuals.
Not the visuals.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna put a rating between 1 and 10 with this, I'm kind of at like a 5.8, maybe a 6, you know, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's not it's a well-crafted song. For me, it doesn't bring anything new to the table, or even like even if most of it was kind of ground that we've already been through before, there wasn't at least one little curveball that it threw. Oh, that was an interesting idea. You know, like that kind of, for me, sometimes gives an excuse for the rest of the song if there's that one really cool idea.
Right.
But I feel like that idea didn't quite show up for me. So I'm kind of already kind of like a upper 5 to like a low 6 for me on this one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just to give like some context here, because I think context is important.
Okay.
And just to be fair to this song and the boys, I do think this song was meant to be more celebratory because
Okay.
it is their 10th year anniversary. I think it was just good time, fun time. It wasn't meant to say
Okay.
anything deep and meaningful or reinvent the wheel. You know, it's a party song because they're happy. They've been together for 10 years and they have like this brotherhood built up and they're just enjoying each other, enjoying life, enjoying musicians. So I do think
Okay.
it was meant to be a party song. I've been a 17 fan for a really long time, and these are not typically my favorite songs by them. I like their more emotional, more romantic, more poignant songs. Wait, this only tells me I need to make you sit down and do a 17 compendium, because you need to see what these boys can actually do. This isn't it.
Yeah.
And, you know, they have two vocalists, Sungwon and DK. DK does like musicals in Korea. Like, that's how good his voice is. You didn't hear it here. You didn't hear it from any of them. There was no real strong vocal. Again, probably intentional. It's meant to be a party song. It's not meant to be something where they're belting out and, you know, showing their range. It's just to have fun. But because, I don't know, because it just was more kind of a fun song, that's not like super interesting to me as a listener. Like, maybe I need a little bit more, and because I am overly familiar with 17 and I know what they can do, you know, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was average, I would say.
Yeah.
And I think you're correct that the music video was stunning. It was beautiful. Love the cyberpunk feel, the dystopian setting. All of that was great, but there was nothing in the song to really draw me in.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like the song was bad, like, because it could have been bad, but it wasn't. It didn't qualify as bad to me. It's just a well-crafted, produced song, and it just has a simple point to make, and it makes it, and it's here and it's gone. And I can tell that these guys are talented if they you know, push towards that direction to like do something with more depth and everything. I can already tell just by looking. If we're really wanting to connect with an artist, you know, we really need like those hard-hitting lyrics. We need the instrumentals to be there to kind of take us on a journey. I want to go on a journey, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hit highs and lows in a song. That's usually what I look for just out the gate. I kind of have to like switch gears whenever something just comes across as just fun, so that I can go, okay, like, I shouldn't have these expectations. I should manage them myself, and then that way I can give something a more of a fair shot.
And it's okay that that's what they wanted to do with this song. Not every song has to have meaning and emotion and, you know, grandiose like build up and slow down. Like, not every song has to be that. Like, I get just wanting to do something like that they enjoyed, like sonically, like that EDM kind of hip hop sound thing that they were doing. And there's a lot of people that are going to enjoy something like that. It's not necessarily my thing, but there's going to be people out there who think that's like a bop, and that's great.
Would this be something that you can see yourself, like, if you're out with the girls?
No.
That you would blast?
I wouldn't.
Not even this one?
No.
Okay.
And furthermore, if I was trying to show, which I am trying to get you into K-pop, but if I was like specifically curating songs to show you to get you into K-pop, I would not show you this one.
This would not make the list.
Another thing I do want to say, though, in their defense, which always makes these things better for me, is they are another self-producing idol group.
Okay.
And I'm talking instrumentation, production, and lyrics. I think Vernon has like some sort of record in Korea for having the most songwriting credits of any K-pop idol. If I'm not mistaken, I think it is Vernon.
Okay.
These things are their creations, and they have, I don't know if they do their choreo entirely or if they just help in the creation of it, but I know they have a hand in their choreography too. I think the only other group who maybe has more of a hand in creating their songs is Stray Kids, but I think really like they're kind of neck and neck in terms of like how they produce their music from like within the group versus like outsourcing. I mean, I'm sure they get all even musicians, singer-songwriters have other teams that come in and help them.
Right, yeah.
Right,
It's
so
expected,
of course.
yeah.
But like they do really have an emphasis on creating their own music. So even if I don't like something that they put out, I'm gonna respect it.
Okay.
Respect that they put in the work to make this their own and didn't just take it from someone off of like a platter of suggestions. So
Okay. So I guess we haven't quite heard what your rating is for this. So again, mine is like 5.8, maybe a 6.
Yeah.
But where are you?
I'm
at
a
with
solid 5.
You're a solid
Which
5?
isn't like
Okay.
bad. Like right 5 is average. For me it was an average song. I mean, maybe I could go a little bit higher just because I know the production is so good on it. At least like it's a well-crafted song.
Yeah.
But it's just not for me.
Yeah. Maybe a thing or two can be heard if you give it one more listen. But
Yeah.
But we probably wouldn't expect still that much anyway.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, well, there you have it, guys. I'm still into checking out more 17, though. I'm still into that. So if you guys have any suggestions for us on where I can go, because I'm a blank slate. I don't know anything about K-pop.
We can do better for you for 17.
She's probably going to guide me on some stuff just off the top of her head. But if you guys have any different ideas, feel free to let us know in the comments. But that's it from us, and I hope you enjoyed the reaction, and we'll see you later.
Oh, man.